Why do I always make more than I spend? That is the best question in the world when it comes to money. It is how I changed my money game. It is how other people have told me that they've changed their money game. It is how I teach other people to change their money game. This is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful ducklings. Subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and you know I will love you forever. Money. Everybody wants money. Lots and lots and lots and lots of money. They want that pie in the sky. Well, here's the problem. You're manifesting money. Stop. You want money. Stop. You need money. Stop. You're talking about struggle. Stop. Start talking about why do I always make more than I spend? Why do I always make more than I spend? Why do I always make more than I spend? Because when you make more money than you spend, you now have bills that are, say, $827 and change a month. You now at least make $828 a month. When I changed my money game, I literally was making $800 a month. Literally, $800 a month. My bills were $827 a month. So that $27 a month I was constantly juggling. Oh, wait, I still needed gas. I still needed food. Still needed clothes and toiletries and things like that. So I was juggling $100 of every month trying to get this one paid so this would get done and then catch up on this the following month so I could get this caught up the following month to be able to stay afloat. And I worked around a bunch of people who always talked about, I'm broke, I'm struggling, I'm broke, I'm struggling. And I picked up that word, I'm struggling, I'm struggling. And I sat next to a lady, and I absolutely like this lady, but she would say, how much debt do you have? How much do you have left to pay? And she would talk about how she had this large sum of money in the bank. And then she was like, I now have this much left. And then I now have this much left. Well, this happened and I had to pay for that. So now I have this much money in the bank. She literally talked herself out of a 6-figure bank account. And I was like, holy crap. Words really do play an importance, because if you have a lot of money and you are around a lot of people who are talking about being broke all the time, guess what you're getting? Broke, 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 broke. Struggle, not working out. But when you start saying, that's not what I want to create anymore. I want to create more money. Your short story has to be, I have money. I always have money. Don't create how you get the money, where the money comes from, the way the money shows up. Just one sentence. I always have money. I always have money. I always have money. Then you can change it into a why question. Why do I always have money? Because if you're asking why you have money, you have $827 worth of bills to pay every month. You're making $830. You have money. You got to buy groceries, and you spent $70 on groceries. So now you're making $900 a month. You needed to put gas in your car, and gas cost you $50 for the month. You now are making $951 that month. I don't know how it happens. I can't explain the back side of it. But trust me, I went from $800 a month to making $1,000 a month, then to making $1,500 a month, to $2,000 a month, to $3,000 a month. Now I'm upping my game, and I've done that in 18 months. I've paid off magically $16,000 worth of bills in 4 months, plus my current 4 months bills. So it was huge that I did that. But in 18 months, I went from 800 to 3,000. Now I'm above the $3,000 range. When I say pick a dollar point, because if you pick a dollar point and you say, I always make $10,000 a month, that's exactly what you're going to get. And you keep increasing it because you technically have money. If you are in the negative, you're saying, but I don't have money. Hold on a second. You're making money from your job, but you're borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. You're paying overdraft fees at the bank. You are saying, I'm borrowing from Peter to pay Paul instead of, I always have money. Because when you start saying, I always have money, my account is always in the positive, you're going to stop overdrafting. When you start saying, I have $50 in my bank account all the time, I always have $50 in my bank account at all times. I always have $1,900 in my bank account at all times. It's a number that came up in the last couple of months. So I now have a savings of at least $1,900 in my bank account. So if I go spend something and say I go spend $500, within 48 hours, that $500 is back in my bank account and I didn't do anything because my mantra is picking numbers and that number was picked accidentally. So you want to have $2.7 million in your bank account. You absolutely positively can, but you have to persist in, I always have $2.7 million in my bank account. Why? How did I create a bank account with $2.7 million by just using my thoughts and it's mind free and clear? Why did I magically get $2.7 million in my bank account and it's mind free and clear? Why do I always have $2.7 million in my bank account? It is all in changing your statement. To get to that point, it is honestly easy to pick a number. Pick a number and keep amplifying. When you hit that number, amplify it to the next number. When you hit $1 million, your next goal is going to be $2 million. When you hit $2 million, you're going to want $3 million. Your number is always going to go up. But if you look at it as I'm not manifesting $1 million and I'm creating a bank balance with $1 million, why did I create? How did I create? Isn't it wonderful I created? Why am I lucky? Because I now have $2.7 million in my bank account at all times, and it's mind free and clear. It's all in the words that you say about money, but you have to stop using the word struggle. You have to stop using the word borrow from Peter to pay Paul. You're not juggling. You are not broke. And you need to start saying, you know what? I make money. If you have a job, you're getting a paycheck deposited. You're making money. If you are self-employed and you have clients, you're making money. If you are selling masks and aprons and you are doing things to enrich the community and you're getting donations to help you, you're making money. There's always ways to make money. We just have to look at making money as easy and effortless. And how do you make it easy and effortless? My thoughts create my money. So if my thoughts are saying money always comes to me quickly, easily, and effortlessly in large sums, that's exactly what you're going to get because you are reinforcing it. Everything is the way you talk to yourself. You can imagine your bank account having $2.7 million in it. That's it. Now you have to do the mental. You have to do your inner conversations, your outer words to align those three things. You can imagine till the cows come home that you have $2.7 million in your bank account. But if you look at your bank account and go, today I don't have that, not yet, or obviously I'm in the negative again, so my imaginal scene's not true, you got to turn it around and say it's coming. It's on its way. It's out for delivery, so it's coming to me in the most fun and adventurous way. You want to say fun and adventurous way because you really don't want to get the money through death, through an accident, through some sort of chaos. You literally want to get the money through a fun and adventurous way. But don't specify it's in a casino win, it's the lottery win, great uncle Alfred just, gives you a chunk of your inheritance now so you can get used to being wealthy. Don't put a how on it shows up. Because when you put a how on the money shows up and you're trying to figure out the way it's going to come to you, you're only giving the universe one or two avenues to deliver it. I always make more than I spend. I always have money. I always have this dollar point in savings. I always have this dollar point in checking. And the more you persist in those four phrases and either phrasing it in a why question, a how question, or isn't it wonderful question, whichever is natural to you, you are going to get that. Make it fun, make it easy, make it adventurous. Do not stress over it because stressing over it creates more of that chaos. Take a deep breath. And for those of you who are out of work, I do apologize. I know this is a tough time, but even if you're not working, you still can make money by just saying, I always make this much money. So my daughter is a hairdresser. And I know this works because she was out of work. And she's on a lot of different hairdresser forums that are for the stylists, the cosmetologists only. And they were offering gift cards to help stylists pay the bills. And these gift cards could only be used online to pay the bills. And she got a bunch of these gift cards because she kept saying, I make this much money. She makes a certain amount of money every month. And she kept saying, my bills are paid. I make this much money. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I still make money. And she was getting these gift cards left and right. They paid her rent. They paid her phone bill. They paid her electric. They paid her insurance. One of it even paid her car payment. So just because you're out of work doesn't mean these phrases and thoughts don't work. Because she didn't know that she was going to win those gift cards. She didn't know because there were like 3 people are going to get these cards. And she was one of 3 people out of like 1,000 that tried to get it every time. And it's simply because she said, I always make this much money. It doesn't matter that the world is gone chaotic because of this virus. I still make this much money. My bills are still paid on time. And the more you persisted in that, you're going to get that. So persist. Make it simple, make it fun and adventurous with your money. And I promise you, you can turn it around. I did it in 18 months from $800 to $3,000. Somebody else did $1,000 to $10,000 in 5 years. It can be done as long as you persist in the assumption until it hardens into fact. I love you guys. Have a positively amazing day. Again, subscribe, smash the like button, share my videos, and as always, tell me how what I'm sharing with you is drastically changing your life for the better.